Welcome to Bear News. I'm Jason Marshall.
And I'm Abigail Scrabble. Today we dive in to stories from this past week here and around the world. Just hours after Donald Trump was ordered to pay almost $350 million for a fraudulent business practice, a GoFundMe was started to raise the money. Elena Cardone, the wife to investor Grant Cardone, started the Trump fundraiser, which has already raised over $658,000. Cardone claims the fundraiser is not just about politics, but instead about representing property owners, business owners, and America. Despite the public outrage, GoFundMe will not shut down the campaign, saying it is within terms and service.
Earlier this week, Russia's army took over an area in which the Ukraine has been defending for a decade, forcing Ukraine to retreat. Bear News' Wyatt Stewart has more on Ukraine and Russia.
While Ukraine continues to fight, the U.S. Congress did not pass a $60 billion package of aid, which would have provided supplies and help to Ukraine. And last Friday, Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny died in a Siberian prison. Navalny's wife, Yulia, posted a video directly accusing Russian President Vladimir Putin for his death. Navalny was the first political opponent to ever face Putin. His goal was to expose the Russian government's corruption and hope to lead the country in a new way. Attempts to locate his body have been shut down as authorities claim his body will not be released for 2 weeks following his death. Back to you.
Thanks, Wyatt. On Monday, a pro-Palestinian group called Within Our Lifetime held a protest storming 25th Avenue and Stein Street in New York City. Police say over 150 protesters were walking in that area. According to social media reports, several people were placed into custody at the scene.
A man speculated to be a pit bull breeder in Compton, California was attacked and found dead early Friday morning. Around 7 a.m., a 911 caller told dispatchers that her friend Dominic Cooper had been mauled by his dogs. The attack was said to have happened that evening, but his body was only found the next morning. 8 puppies and 5 adult dogs were found on the property, but it is unclear what caused the dogs to attack. Investigators believe the attack was caused by a fight among the dogs while they were being fed. Cooper's father consented to sign the dogs over to animal control, where authorities euthanized all 13 pit bulls.
An OKC homeowner feels violated after a man broke into his home not once, but 3 times. The first time the burglar broke into the home of Colton Roth, he said the man looked around his home and didn't take anything. The man returned the next day using all of Roth's doors to write him an explicit message. A week after installing cameras, the man returned for a 3rd time, stacking empty water bottles in the bathroom. Although empty for renovations, Roth is concerned for his home and offering $500 for the name of the individual.
More police sent out a scam warning this past weekend due to several reports of people falsely experiencing a crisis, then asking to borrow somebody's phone. Instead of calling for help, the scammers attempted to transfer money to themselves. Authorities stated there had been 2 instances of somebody walking into a business with a young child, claiming to have car troubles, and asking to use a phone to call for a ride. Instead, the person tried to send themselves hundreds of dollars before quickly leaving.
The University of Oklahoma was evacuated last Friday after a suspicious package was found near Gaylord Hall. Around 1:35 p.m., OU officials alerted staff and students that a suspicious package was found on campus. Next to an anti-Israel sign reading, "Ignore this like you do genocide," 28,000 and counting silenced his complicity. Gaza Health Ministry claimed earlier last week that more than 28,000 Palestinians had been killed in the Israel-Gaza conflict since October, a statement that could have been the cause for the OU threat. A bomb squad was quickly called in to investigate the package and later announced that no explosive devices had been found inside the package and announced that the area was safe. The university responded to the threat by thanking the police department and stating that OU takes all threats to the safety of the campus seriously. An investigation is still ongoing.
Multiple Norman staples have been shut down. Bear News' Adeline Burnett has more.
Hertz Donut in Norman was shut down this month for failing to pay their taxes. Located on Campus Corner, the 24-hour shop was known for their specialty donuts and coffee. This is the second chain to close its doors in Norman. Back in January, Oklahoma-based chain Nashbird closed its Main Street location. Hertz Donut and Nashbird follow the unfortunate trend of other locally owned businesses, like 405 Burger, Penny Hill Deli, and Equity Brewing Company, all being forced to close their doors for good.
Thanks, Adeline, and thank you for watching Bear News. I'm Jason Marshall.
And I'm Abigail Scrable, signing off.